All right, let's talk Linux. Today, we're going to tackle that one big question that everyone has at the start. With so many options, how in the world do you choose the right one for you? We're going to cut right through all the noise and give you a super simple way to make the perfect choice. So, you're thinking about making the jump. You've heard names like Ubuntu, Mint, Arch, Fedora, and your head is probably spinning. If you're feeling a little lost in all that, don't worry, you are in very good company. It's exactly where most people start. So let's sort this out. This huge variety is actually one of Linux's greatest strengths. There's a version for pretty much anything you can imagine. But yeah, for a beginner, it just feels like you've been dropped into a giant maze without a map. And that's when you ask what seems like the most obvious question in the world. This seems like the right question to ask, doesn't it? But here's the thing, and this is the secret to the whole puzzle. It's actually the wrong question. Starting here is what causes all the confusion. There is a much simpler way to think about this. And this right here, this changes everything. Forget about all those brand names for a minute. The secret is that the very first, and honestly the most important decision you're going to make, is all about how you want your computer to look, feel, and work for you. So what in the world is a desktop environment, or DE? Well, think of it like this. It's everything you actually see and interact with on your screen. It's the start menu, the icons, the taskbar, the way your windows pop up. It's the visual personality of your computer, the part you'll be living in every single day. This car analogy just nails it. The distribution, or the distro, that's the car itself, the engine, the chassis, all the complicated mechanical bits under the hood that make it go. The desktop environment, that's the dashboard. It's the steering wheel, the gear stick, the radio. It's all the stuff you actually use to drive the car. I mean, you wouldn't buy a car without sitting in the driver's seat first, right? So the real question is, what kind of dashboard do you want? Something sleek and modern, or maybe something comfortable and traditional? Let's take a look at the four most popular choices, especially for folks just starting out. Each one of these has its own distinct vibe. If you're coming from Windows and want something that feels familiar but also super powerful and slick, KDE Plasma is for you. Cinnamon is another amazing choice for Windows users. It's just a classic, no-fuss desktop that works exactly how you'd expect. Then there's GNOME, which is totally different. It's modern, minimalist, and really focused on workflow. It might feel more at home if you like the macOS style. And finally, XFCE. This one is the champion of speed. It's light, it's simple, and it's perfect for making older computers feel brand new again. Okay, so once you've got a feel for the kind of dashboard you like, there's just one more big decision to make, and it's all about your personal philosophy on updates. What do you value more? Rock solid, never gonna break stability, or having the absolute latest cutting-edge features? You've basically got two camps here. On one side, you have stable releases, often called LTS for long-term support. Here, reliability is king. Updates are way less frequent because they are tested like crazy. This is what you want for a work computer, where it just has to work, period. On the other side is the rolling release model. This is for people who want the new stuff the second it's ready. If you're a gamer or you have brand new hardware, this is probably where you want to be. And you can really see that difference here on this timeline. All the way on one side, you've got something like Debian. This thing is a tank. It's built for extreme stability, with big updates only happening every couple of years. All the way on the other end, you have systems based on Arch Linux, which are constantly getting new updates, sometimes every single day. Most beginner-friendly choices are going to live somewhere right in the middle. All right, so you've picked your desktop style, you've picked your update speed. Now, and only now, are we ready to talk about those famous distro names? But don't think of them as brands you have to choose from. Think of them as perfect, pre-made packages that just combine the two choices you already made. Here are 5 of the absolute best places for a beginner to start. And if you look closely, you'll notice a pattern, right? They are all built on a solid, stable foundation, most of them from Ubuntu, and then they package that with a specific desktop environment to give you a really polished experience. So let's put it all together. Remember when we talked about desktops? If you said, I want that classic, comfortable Windows feel, well, Linux Mint is literally made for you. It takes that Cinnamon desktop and packages it up perfectly. If you liked the sound of GNOME's modern workflow and you want an enormous community for support, Ubuntu is the go-to. And Zorin OS is just fantastic if you want something that can look almost exactly like Windows or macOS right out of the box. Now, if beautiful design is your number one thing, and you really love that clean, curated feel of a Mac, then Elementary OS was designed from the ground up just for you. And if you're a gamer, a programmer, or you just want every last drop of performance out of your machine, Pop! OS is an amazing choice. It takes a stable system and then adds a bunch of tweaks to make it fly. So you see, the whole debate about which distro is the best completely misses the point. It's not about the brand name. The best distro is just the one that puts together the look and feel you want with the update style you're comfortable with. It's all about the combination that fits you. And you know what the absolute best part of all this is? It's completely free to try. There is zero risk. You can take any of these, put it on a USB stick, and boot your computer right from it. It's called a live image, and it lets you test drive the entire operating system on your own computer without installing a single thing. It's amazing. So there you have it. You now have the framework. You're not just picking a random name from a huge list anymore. You're making two simple, personal choices. How do you want it to look? And how often do you want it to change? So the question isn't, which distro should I pick anymore? The real question is, what does your perfect digital home look like?